Hello Internet and welcome to the Buffalo Bulletin, where we recap stories from our site technobuffalo.com every Tuesday and Friday. If you're interested in reading more about any story on the show, check the description for links below or click on the graphics if you have annotations available and toggled on. I'm Ashley Esqueda. Here are your top stories. Snapchat might be rethinking their decision to turn down billions of dollars from Facebook as they suffered a very large hack this week. Over 4.5 million usernames and phone numbers of people using the service were posted as people rang in the new year after Gibson Security revealed a loophole that potentially allowed someone to associate usernames with phone numbers. Whoops. The hacker or hackers responsible claimed they did it to put pressure on Snapchat to fix the exploit. Snapchat's biggest draw is anonymity, so it's kind of a big deal to see this much user info compromised. Samsung also in the news this week, officially announcing the next version of its Android-powered shooter, unsurprisingly named the Galaxy Camera 2. It's got some new retro design cues, it's shed a little weight, and it's more compact compared to the original, but it has the same megapixel and optical zoom specs. It is running 4.3 Jelly Bean, for those of you interested in which version of Android the Galaxy Camera 2 is running. No word yet from Samsung on when or how much, but we're expecting it to land on a few US carriers, and we will be checking it out at CES next week. In gaming, Microsoft's Phil Spencer made some news this week after mentioning the Xbox One almost made it to retail without a disk drive. That's right, the Xbox One was almost entirely digital, with Microsoft apparently kicking around the plan until post-E3 feedback and concerns about bandwidth issues made it clear a digital-only console was not quite in the cards this console generation. It's kind of amazing that Microsoft was still in planning mode for the Xbox One mid-2013, but considering the console's popularity thus far, it looks like they made a pretty good decision. Sega also making gaming news this week. No, they're not bringing back the Dreamcast or the Genesis for next gen. Boo. They're actually considering more free-to-play games on the Nintendo 3DS. Of course, that will depend on how Japanese gamers respond to Initial D Perfect Shift Online, which will be Sega's first foray into free-to-play titles. It looks like the 3DS is their platform of choice, as it's the second most popular handheld device in Japan, trailing just the smartphone. It'll be interesting to see if any of these free-to-play games that Sega makes show up in the American eShop. Lastly, our grab bag story for the day is an actual grab bag. Apple offered a lucky bag promotion in Japan on the 2nd of January, and it went like this. Customers walked into an Apple store and paid $350 or so for a lucky bag, which would have an assortment of goods in it. Most bags held the same $350 worth of assorted products like cases, Bluetooth speakers, and the like, but some really lucky bags had products like a new MacBook Air inside them. We probably won't see an event like that here in the States, but it was still kind of cool to see a retailer like Apple do grab bags like this for its customers. That's the Buffalo Bulletin for today. If you enjoyed the show, a thumbs up would be super awesome of you. And if you want more great Techno Buffalo video content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking this giant subscribe button. See you guys after CES.